Hello and welcome to Bespoke Unit. I'm CP.
I'm Paul Anthony.
I'm Trevor Guilday.
And today we shall be reviewing Moët Chandon Rosé Impérial Champagne.
Now that we've introduced the champagne, we've savoured the champagne, now let's bloody drink the champagne.
Gentlemen.
So here are some fun glasses we got from Crazy Horse last time we were in Paris. There's actually a review on Bespoke Unit, which you can see in the links below.
This is a bit of a choppy
endeavour.
a choppy saver, so it's serving a bit.
It might be better at this angle here.
It might be, yeah.
The lowest.
There we go.
That'll do it.
That will do it.
Just a.
So you've already reviewed the original.
I have
Moët,
indeed.
yeah?
Yeah, you can see a video for that in the top right corner and down in the description. We also use this saver, which we reviewed as well, so you can see that below as well. So gentlemen, the first thing we're going to look at is the bubbles. So you can put it against the light over there, or against a white background. So I'll do...
Hoping on my head. We haven't even started drinking yet.
And we wanted to look at how refined they are, how fast they are, and how big they are.
Sure.
So we're looking here at a very refined perlage. Perlage is the posh word for bubbles.
Sure.
And they're dancing gracefully to the surface. So
Sure.
that's a good sign. You want small bubbles, not big ones. It means the maturation process was much more refined, and it means it carries more aromas to the top.
So I know on the bottle here, which you probably can't see on the camera because Charles-Philippe neglected to point it back towards you guys. However, it's a Rosé Impérial, and obviously that's imparting some of the colour on that. So what's the difference between the original Moët and now the Rosé Impérial?
So this particular rosé is not a maceration rosé, but a transferred rosé, which means that you use 10% of the pinot noir inside of the blend is actually a red wine. So let's just talk about the blend quickly. We're looking at 40 to 50% pinot noir in this, 10% of which is red wine that has already been matured and added to the champagne during the second fermentation process. We also have 30 to 40 Pinot Meunier, which is the other red grape. It's less fruity. And finally you have 10 to 20% Chardonnay, which is the white grape. It's quite fresh, quite citrusy, very different. So,
Okay, so
what next?
Now I've taken a look at it.
sniff it. Now get your noses in there, don't be shy. What are you getting out of this, guys?
Lots of berries.
Very good.
Berry flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
agree.
Strawberries, I would say. What do you think?
Strawberries, some blackberry as well, maybe even cherry.
Maybe a little strawberry flavour in there as well, but maybe more related to kind of the strawberry as well. So,
Okay.
but it's very sweet though. It's very nice in the you know, on the nose there for
Very
sure.
fruity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very fruity. So.
Definitely.
So what do you guys want to do next with this?
Well, we're following proper champagne protocol, so we're following Charles here. So what is next then, Charles?
Cheers!
Cheers! So when I sip champagne like this, is there anything I should be doing in my mouth, which I assume is what you're doing right now?
There's no right or wrong way to enjoy champagne. You don't have to swash it around or like mouthwash. You don't have to gargle it. You don't have to let it sit. Just enjoy it and see how you can actually get some of those flavors from the champagne itself.
So what are you tasting here?
I'm getting quite a journey. I mean, a lot of these red berries as well. There's definitely there, which is kind of a red wine trait, which is largely due to the red wine that was added just before this was corked. You do also have some citrus grapefruit, I'd say, as well. I mean,
Oh yeah, I can get that.
You get that?
Yeah. Now that you mention it, actually.
And maybe some floral notes as well. Is there anything you're picking out?
No, I'm not picking out a great deal beyond that, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I'm definitely getting the kind of strawberry berry note. Again, my champagne palate is probably not as well developed as you guys, but you know, outside of that, if we're looking at obviously the price point, what was it, around $50
Yeah,
US? over here. What kind of occasion is a kind of rosé champagne good for, you know?
A rosé wine is great for pairing with, well, a rosé champagne specifically, done in this method, is great for pairing with more red meats or having more larger meals. So you can actually have this with grilled meat, whereas with a normal champagne, it might be more related to white meat. So this is a great one to have for more characterful meals. It's also a champagne that you don't have to use it for any specific occasion that's different from a regular champagne. It's interchangeable. This can be enjoyed among friends, or you can, you know, like we're doing, or you could have it for a special occasion if you wanted. Moët Chandon is an extremely recognizable champagne, so it's always a winner at parties or any other events like that.
So you think it does represent good value for money at the $50 price point?
I think it really does, actually, and this Rosé Impérial, its price in France is probably equatable. You're looking about 35 to 40 euros, so it's about the same thing.
Yeah, that's actually pretty close, because a lot of champagnes in France are significantly different. So to be that value in France and the same here in the US, you know, it's pretty good for us guys on this side of the pond, for sure.
Definitely worth it. So I think this is an overall good champagne. It has a lot of character. It's something a little different compared to the, you still get the yeast and creaminess from the normal Brut Impérial, which is the normal champagne from the same range, but you also have this red berry and this different character that you can use for different meals instead.
Okay, so with that being said, thanks a lot for your always professional insight in champagne there, Charles-Philippe. Below in the description box you can find reviews on this champagne, others that Charles-Philippe has done, as well as links to the bespoke unit champagne mini site. So with that being said, please leave any comments and questions you may have below about this champagne or champagne in general. Like the video, and as always, please subscribe to the channel. Finally, my name is Paul Anthony.
I'm CP.
And I'm Trevor Guilday.
And we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.